Wanted to walk around a little bit. Is it after 12 o'clock? Haunting. Yes, I'm back. Thank you for greeting me such fondly, in such fondly ways. Oh, you up early if it's 3 o'clock in the morning. You probably gonna go to bed. You ain't gonna talk to me tonight. I can't sleep. Can't sleep. I'm having a hard time connecting to all of this. I'm having a hard time connecting to all of this. If I wasn't watching my own reflection, I wouldn't know if this was real. Lord, is there anyone? God, is there anyone? Is there anyone? I need someone. Oh, anyone. Oh, anyone. Anyone. Lord, is there I need someone. Oh, anyone. Alex, you are faithfully on here. Thank you. Another sweet romance. Okay. Let me tell you what's keeping me up right now. I think, honestly, this way of thinking it started before COVID. And I think that that's why I embarked on this massive transformative journey. You know, you guys, it feels like ages ago that I was in the camper. It feels like ages ago. It feels like I don't even remember the camper. I can't remember the smell of it. I sometimes forget that the camper existed. I feel like it's been so long. I'm here in California, and sometimes I forget that I'm in California because for some reason it just doesn't feel real. I don't feel like I'm really here. And I think that's because I still feel like I am, I don't know, it's like this weird paradox. I feel calm because every day I wake up, I go to work, I repeat, I wake up, I go to work, I repeat, I have a roof over my head, I'm sleeping on a mattress, things are good, things are good. Everything else seems chaotic and it's like, oh God, I feel like I'm running in quicksand because I haven't been able to like really like get on my feet and I feel like now I gotta move. So it's like, damn, like what am I what is like how do I explain to you that this isn't this isn't what I know my life is meant to be and is going to be. When I was living in the truck, what kept me motivated was the impossible becoming possible. So for me, it wasn't about finding a job, getting into a room. For me, it was about walking down the runway, being in the cover of Vogue, People's Magazine, interviewed, movies, TV show, all in abundance. I thought about all these things in Hollywood, the city of lights and angels. Um, yeah, that's what it's always been. So I I don't I don't I don't I don't I don't feel comfortable because nothing is still mine, really. But in the same weird sense, I'm literally wearing Savage X Fenty. I've come such a long way. I've come such a long way. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't live here anymore. I don't live in the truck. I do not live in the truck. And even when I was living in the truck, that feels like it was so long ago. I feel like I'm like whooshing through life so quickly. And I still feel like, even though I've made such progress and everything feels like it's happening so fast, it still feels like it's happening so slow. And now we're in this weird like space where people are acting like COVID doesn't exist, but we're still experiencing it every single day. And we live in a weird world now where people are trying to go back to how things used to be, and they're not the same. So it feels weird. It feels weird seeing people out and about and experiencing life and trying to act like everything is normal. And I catch myself looking at people go through life and I catch myself people watching, and I'm like, how are they able to just pretend like none of this has happened? How are people able to pretend like their lives, like their whole lives, just don't, like, how do people just pretend? I don't know how to pretend. Like, I'll be watching a lot of these like influencers and stuff, and then they be like going through stuff, and then they'll tell you like mad later afterwards. And it's like, I don't know how to go on and like pretend that I feel like everything is normal because I don't feel like it's normal. I don't feel like it's normal. I feel like what's supposed to bring us together because, really think about it. We had to stay away from each other. We had to be in lockdown. We had to be secluded. You would think that that time separated from everybody will make people think like, wow, I really want to make connection in life, genuine connection. But it doesn't. There are a few people, yes, I have met. But like, I don't know how to continue having shallow interactions with people. I often catch myself at work and people are like, good morning. And I'm like, is it a good morning for you? Or do you feel socially conditioned to say good morning? How do you really feel? Do you feel validated? Do you feel seen? Are you content? You happy? Are you at where you want to be at in life? Tell me what keeps you up at night. Tell me what's your biggest fear. Let go of all your shields and bare your soul to me. Address me as an equal and see me for a soul. Make a real connection with me, free of bias, free of prejudice, free of righteousness. Just be you. But instead, I say good morning back. Because people aren't ready to have that conversation. People aren't ready to be real. So we parade around in false narratives and masks. And we paint a picture of perfection. We've created social media to become a place where people just put the best, a reel of the good times of their lives and never the bad. So, of course, what I feel like I'm doing is so different. 'Cause people really don't do it. I don't know. You ever just wanted to hold somebody's hand and look up in the sky and say, wow, we will never know what it looks like to be outside of this orb in space? To look down on the earth and say, this is home. And look what we've done to it. To soar high above the atmosphere and to greet the dark nothingness that is the galaxy and really sit in the knowing that we are so small, but yet so big. Because our experiences make us who we are. An accumulation of experiences kept in a vessel that is our bodies, our living books. It records the data and experiences. And it fills the pages. And it makes us who we are. So I just want to hold somebody's hand and look up in the sky. Be able to say, hey, you think there's hope for us out here? You think that we can change? Or do you think we're going to destroy ourselves? I have hope in the future. You want to know why? Because in the stillness of the night, in the silence of it all, right? This is why this is some of my favorite, like, not many people are up at this time. But at nights where I couldn't sleep in the truck, I would sit in the silence and I would look at the homes and I would say, okay, how many people, how many dreams, how many hopes and aspirations, how many goals, how many lists, how many families, how many children, how many mothers, how many fathers, how many uncles, aunts, how many people are restfully sleeping, hoping that they get another day. It's when we wake up that we truly wake up in that fear, and that fear often shapes and manifests in different ways. And how we show up in the world is a reflection of our trauma. Do we choose to be daring and walk in love and light and positivity, even though to do so is to go against everything that we're taught? Because we're taught to be dog eat dog world, survival of the fittest, all one man for themselves. But is there a way to be self righteous, but also self loving and self giving? So much so that it pours outward into the communal space and adds positivity so that you become a beacon of light. And maybe if enough of us are conscious enough and become beacons of light, we can change the narrative and we can build a future where we really learn how to just be love. I'm so grateful to live in this world. I'm so grateful to have a brain that asks these deep and intellectual questions and complex questions. I'm grateful to be at this age of my life and asking myself these hard questions and really asking, what do I want my purpose, my time here on earth to be, before I greet the inevitable unknowing. The greatest equalizer of us all, the experience of death. I refuse to believe that I live in a world where My circumstances will define me. I go against every label that has been placed on me, and I rebuke it. I am more than a camper girl. I am more than the girl that lives in her truck. I am more than that broken girl that left that day. I am a human being, just like anyone else, with hopes and dreams. You feel me? You ever just felt like you wanted to sing, but the world don't want to hear you? That's sometimes how I feel. I feel like that sometimes. Like I want to sing. I want to sing so loud that the heavens and earth hear me, so that everyone in this earth could know that they're worthy of all their dreams, to awaken them. Because we have more in common than we think. We all have wants, we all have needs, we all have experiences, we all have lungs and skin and hair, eyes and lips and hearts and bones and blood and flesh. We have so much in common. But what we choose to focus on is what divides us, which is the beauty of us, is what makes us different and unique. But we see that as bad because what we don't understand is ornately wrong. Not knowing that we're gonna soon, well, not soon, hopefully, um, we're gonna be studied as a generation. We are history in the making right now. And oftentimes we are made to feel like, who am I? Insignificant little me. Who am I? I can't make a change. I can't possibly make a change. Well, here's where I challenge you. And I have to remind myself every single day, you can make a change. And it doesn't matter how big or how small it is, you can make a change. If you pick up one piece of litter off the floor, is one less piece that's on this earth. If If you decide to say good morning and thank you, that could be one compliment that made somebody's day when they were having a really, really shitty one. It's in the small acts of service, you know, to live and just not you in the greater of all. I'm going to do a blessed water. Thank you for the complexity that is the human experience that is my life. Thank you for the air that I breathe. Thank you for every single thing, every single thought, every single emotion, every single thing that makes me human and is a part of this experience. Thank you. Because it has taught me some of the greatest lessons I've had to learn in life. It's taught me not only to just live, but to have a meaning and a purpose behind living, an intensity of life, and a new lease on it. I'm living a completely different life, a life completely of my own validity, of my own free will. I've come a long way. What did Marie Antoinette say? She said, let them eat cake. Well, I got cake right here. And it's leaking, so that's a sign that maybe I should just eat it because it's leaking. If the cake is leaking, I might as well eat it, right? I mean, I got tissue, so I don't have to eat it, but I mean, who doesn't want to eat it? Actually, really good. I shouldn't be eating this. But it's so good. So good. Mm. It's gonna be so hard to put this cake away. Wow, that took a lot of will and strength to pull that cake away from me. I wanted to bust that cake down, but I showed restraint. So I didn't eat the cake, even though the taste of the cake still lingers in my mouth and it's teasing me with its tantalizing taste. And I so badly want to go and eat it. It's a tres leches cake. It's moist. It's light in flavor. The cake is, it just melts. Wow. I feel it. Wow. You know how badly I want to eat the rest of this cake? Do you know how badly I want to eat the rest of this cake? Ooh, especially because I'm having an existential crisis where I'm questioning life and the complexity of it all. What is the meaning of it all? Let me eat the cake. I'm so grateful I can see. She all good. What you smoking? Why people gotta be smoking? Y'all never asked yourself these questions about life? You know, my landlord, she's not gonna want me. Oh my God. You know why I'm stressed out? When you make it, you better not forget about us. Y'all always say that to me. Y'all always say that to me. That is so funny to me because, I mean, y'all have been with me every step of the way, so I don't know why it wouldn't happen. Why y'all wouldn't be with me still? My landlord. Oh my God. Okay, so let me tell you the tea. My landlord, she OCD. So she's been watching that Michelle Kondo, that lady who be cleaning and organizing stuff. And she tells you that if it doesn't bring you joy, to throw it away. Well, she's been watching her, and now she's like committed to like reorganizing the whole entire house. So she set a whole bunch of rules. Like, I'm not able to talk. Okay, so we're not able to talk on the phone in communal spaces. So, like, I can't be on the phone talking in the kitchen if somebody's in the living room. So that's in the lease now. And then also, I cannot cook in the kitchen this whole entire week because she's deep cleaning the whole entire kitchen. So she spent 2 days on the cabinets, like reorganizing them, getting bins. The next day was pots. The next day, oh, and then after this week, listen, it gets more intense. After this week, she's going to have a talk with me and a rundown of how the kitchen is going to run, how it's going to work, and what she expects. So I'm not able to cook in my kitchen for a whole entire week. So yeah, I'm stressed out. And with prices in California and the prices of gas and rent and bills and all of these things, I am barely making ends meet. So, but I bought myself a cake. That's the thing. That's saying the more money, the more problems. It's true. I got a job, but I'm tired of like just barely making it. It's never been fun, but I'm just tired of feeling bad about spending money and feeling bad about not having enough of it and feeling bad for not being able to get things, feeling bad for not being able to pay things, feeling bad for not, like, at any moment, like, it could all get real for me. But I just walk in blind faith and I continue to move forward and I continue to tell myself, you know, I don't know. I still invest in myself. You know what I'm saying? Like, people could talk smack about me and they could say, like, girl, you gonna wear that suit forever? And I'm like, yeah. Wanna know why? Because, like, I worked hard for this. Like, I worked hard for this Savage X Fenty. I made an executive decision. I could have paid plenty bills with the money I spent. But I decided to invest in my dream and my goal now. You know, not even a dream, it's a goal. You know? So it's hard making those decisions. It's hard making those decisions and telling yourself, you know, because then I think about it and I look back at that video and I'm like, is it a stupid video? Like, should I have not done the story time? Should I have just did the clothing review? Should I have did the video like everybody else? The lighting was off, the video quality was off, the angle was off, it was just, you know, and then I started being so hard on myself. I started being so hard on myself and I'm like, you know, so foolish. Like, you might as well have not bought anything. Because who's going to watch this video? But then I also look at the video after I put it up and I'm like, what I see, you know, when I watch myself is a girl who's determined. That's what I see. I see a girl who's not allowing any of her circumstances to determine and to be a factor into what she can and cannot do. So she may not be like anybody else, but that's because she's not like anybody else. She's herself. I'm talking to myself in the third person. Who am I? But you get the context that I'm talking about. I have like this inner like battle with myself because in the physical right now, I feel like I'm the biggest loser in the world. But when I watch myself after I post a video, I look at myself and I say, wow, you know, like one of the videos, that I am the most proudest about and was one of the hardest videos for me to ever have to shoot on my channel was the Savage X Fenty video, the first one. When everybody came together and got me all those things from Savage X Fenty for Christmas. Like that moved me. That like really, like that type of support just made me feel like, yo, like I don't want to get emotional about it, but that type of support made me feel like, yo, like my dream is really gonna do it really is gonna come true. Cause like there's no way it can't come true because look at people, they just want to support my dream. So I have been sitting on that stuff for mad long and I didn't do the review. And I was just living in that parking garage. And I was just like, you know what? F it. I'm going to just do it in this parking garage. I'm going to just do it in this parking garage. And I did. And it looked like a hot mess, like if Riri was to see that, without understanding the story behind it, she'll probably be like, what? Why is she in a parking garage? Why is she doing this review in the parking garage? Because I wasn't gonna allow living in a parking garage to determine what I could and could not do. So it may not be perfect, YouTube perfect, whatever that is. But that's a living testament of my determination. So I just gotta constantly remind myself I'm not a loser. I'm not failing. There's no way that I'm failing because the definition of failure is to give up, but I'm not giving up. So there's no way I can be a loser or a failure or anything like that because I still show up. And I'm gonna shine like the fucking brightest diamond out there. Excuse my French. And you know what's gonna happen sooner than I know? I'm gonna have my own spot. And I'm gonna begin to know what it feels like to be home. That's gonna happen for me. Because as long as I have air in my lungs, I'm not gonna give up. No way, no how. If you've ever doubted yourself in life, please, please just take it from me. There is no right or wrong way to go after what you want. I promise you, there is no right or wrong way to go after what you want. You just got to do it. You just got to do it. You just have to do it. You know what? I feel inspired. I feel inspired inspired. Oddly enough, I feel supported in this moment. I feel validated. Oftentimes, I've realized that in speaking to you guys, I have done some of the greatest healing that I have done in my life. Um, I have bared my freaking soul to you guys so many times and have overcome so many obstacles. And it's like leveling up. It really is like leveling up. And I've leveled up with you guys. And I can't wait to continue to level up with you guys and have y'all be a part of this journey. So that's why when y'all be like, oh, don't forget us when you're like, da da da, I'm like, what? Y'all coming up with me. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all coming up with me. Like, if it wasn't for you guys, yo, I get mad emotional about you guys. Sometimes I get frustrated with y'all, I'm not gonna lie. But, y'all make this girl's dreams come true just by showing up. Do you know how powerful that is? If you don't know how powerful you are, you showing up. You showing up for me. Whether you like my video or don't like my video, the fact that you show up and you watch me, that's powerful. That's powerful. And it's something I can't take for granted. I think a lot of these YouTubers take their platform for granted. They just see it as numbers. They're like, I have they flaunt it, you know, like a lot of these influencers, they flaunt it. They won't collaborate with you unless you have a certain amount of followers. You know, I found that out being in LA. I found that out about the industry. A lot of these like big time YouTubers with all these millions of followers, they're not gonna want to collaborate with me until my numbers get up. And you want to know something? By then, I'm going to be able to say, because they're going to want to come to me. You know what I'm saying? They're going to want to come to me. They're going to be like, oh my God, Mishi, she's the hottest thing in LA right now. She's from New York too. Her accent, like, oh my God, everybody talking about her. She just did a collaboration with Fenty and this, and she is the it girl right now. And they're going to all be calling me like, hey, we want to do a video with you while I do your makeup. And I'm going to be like this. I'm going to need to check my schedule. And I'm going to put people on the waiting list. So, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's why you got to always remember where you've come from so that you know how to act in the future. And be grateful. You want to know something? You want to know something? I can't wait for the next level of gratitude. I can't wait to be able to purchase my next car and to be able to just park this baby in her new home and just let her sit there as a living testament of the freaking, so that when I'm viejita, I can go to my freaking like 10 car garage and be able to go to this truck and get in it and say, this is the truck that started it all. Right here. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I'm going to make an amazing life for myself. I wish I could sleep. I've been having trouble sleeping because I don't feel safe. And I know that I'm feeling that only because I'm feeling the anxiety of like having to move soon and the uncertainty of it, like that big unknown, you know? So I know that that's triggering it. You want to know a fun fact about me? A lot of people that know me, they know me to be a napping queen. I love taking naps. And a lot of people oftentimes get mad at me because I'll wind up taking a nap when I'm with somebody. But if I wind up taking a nap when I'm with you, take that as a compliment because I feel safe. I feel safe. Sometimes I just feel safe. I don't know. Like when I have a partner, that's gonna be like not a rule, but that's gonna be like one of the things that I can't wait to experience is having somebody else in the bed with me. Can't wait for that. I'm gonna be able to sleep so soundly, you know? I wanna be able to sleep with somebody who I trust, who I feel safe with. So I feel safe with, you know? That I know I'm protected. The landlord had the landlord had somebody over and she told me that the person went to the bathroom in the middle of the night and they heard me scream in the room and they weren't sure if I was okay. Part of me felt bad about it. Part of me felt bad about it. Like a part of me wishes I could split myself in two and watch myself sleep so that I know I'm safe and I can sleep good. It's weird. All right, I'm gonna go. I gotta. Oh, I work a full week this week. I picked up 2 extra shifts because I need the money. So I'm gonna be working. I think the only day I'm gonna have off is either. Nope. Oh, the only day I'm gonna have off is Sunday. Yep. Yep. The only day I'm gonna have off is Sunday this week. So I am gonna be pretty busy this week, but it's okay. Don't worry. I still love y'all. But yeah, I work. I work 6 days this week and I need it. I need it. My checks have been so bad. Everything will work out. Foxy Lotta, everything will work out. There's no other choice. Everything will work out. Not worried about it. Not worried about it. Oddly enough, I think that talking about it just helps me express what I'm feeling. so that I'm able to process it and move on. All right. Ew, I kissed y'all. Or whatever. Oh no, I didn't kiss y'all because I don't want y'all to be like, Michelle kissed me and she did not ask me for my consent. So I take that kiss back. I know I'll be okay. I know I'll be okay. All right, guys. I love y'all. You know what? Talking all of that made me a little tired. That's perfect. I will see y'all when I see y'all. Thank you for just being up and talking to me. I love that. Thank you.